Harry's wife, the special skills. There are people that develop particular special skills, and they do so after years of study and training. For instance, those that have specialist roles within the armed forces, lawyers, doctors, dentists, nurses are just some of the groups that undergo substantial training and study to create a set of skills that can be seen as specialist. But all of those individuals, no matter how clever they are, no matter how skilled they are, they simply pale into insignificance next to, of course, Harry's wife, who has taken it upon herself through the mirror to remind us, just as it so happens, that her CV, her resume, has resurfaced. Who'd have thought it? Where did that come from, one wonders? And, as a consequence of bringing up the past and triangulating, we're all reminded of how brilliant and special Harry's wife is. The article by Zoe Forsey tells us Harry's wife was a star in her own right, in her own fucking mind, for years before she donned her first tiara and stepped into the overwhelming spotlight of royal life. As the star, don't think she was, of the hit legal, was it, drama, Suits? Was she in that? We've never been told that before. She was a regular on red carpets. Not in Morocco she wasn't. They made her walk round the side. And interview shows. She also had a loyal following on her hugely successful, as she would write, lifestyle blog, The Tig, which she used as a platform to share travel tips, recipes, and life advice, whatever the fuck that is. But her old acting CV has resurfaced, believed to be from when she was about 24, showing just how many strings the talented American has to her bow. She must have fucking written this and just sent it straight to the mirror, mustn't she? Not only was the now Duchess of Sussex a trained dancer, she could also speak multiple languages. It begins by listing her basic credentials, stating that she's 5'6" in height, with brown hair and eyes. It goes through her acting experience, including an appearance on General Hospital, and a small part as Hot Chick, of course, in A Lot Like Love, which also starred Ashton Kutcher. There are also a number of theatre jobs. What about the hand jobs and blowjobs listed, including the part of July, star to be in Annie, and a role in Richard Harris's 1984 play, Stepping Out. She then focuses on special skills, which could come in handy for different roles. You'll be delighted to know that the Ultra has laid his hands upon this very CV. And I waft it now, so you can hear the fact that I hold it in my hand. And there is an entire page dedicated to special skills, which I will tell you about. Sucking golf ball through 40 feet of hosepipe. Shoe appropriation. Staff belittlement, NVQ level 5. Playing the race card, intermediate level. Spicy poontang application, all orifice open, class. Rummaging through the boots, trunks of cars. Rampant plagiarism. Advanced grifting. Playing the victim. Automatic waterworks, one tier, left eye, go. Public speaking, catatonic level. Speech writing, industrial beige standard. From pink pod to pink pancake, control of your husband, by Harry's wife. Familial alienation, blood version and in-laws version. Spray tanning, bronze level. Editor of my big book of malapropisms. The death stare. The grip of doom. Falling to the floor in tears. Rictus grin. utter bullshit level 101. You're going to have to agree with me that this is a substantial body of special skills that this individual has, and it's quite right that she must air this by bringing this up from the past and ensuring that we all know about it. Oh, there's a bit more as well, as the Mirror reports, because apparently she lists ballet, jazz and tap dancing, and experience in musical theatre, as well as being fluent in Spanish and proficient in French. The passionate fitness and yoga fan writes that she kickboxes too. That skill was put to the test when she scored the role that propelled her to fame on US legal drama Suits. Her personal trainer for the show has previously revealed he put her through her paces, and that she speaks Spanish with an Argentine accent. What a strange thing for a personal trainer to put you through your paces, teaching you to learn Spanish with an Argentine accent. Well, I guess these days that the personal fitness gig isn't paying as much as it ought to, and therefore they have to branch out into language also. Fair enough. Jorge Blanco, who also worked with Chris Hemsworth and his wife Elsa Pataky, told Vanity Fair Spain he trained Harry's wife in kickboxing and martial arts as she filmed the show. I trained Harry's wife when she was in Toronto during the shooting of the series Suits. We did a little bit of martial arts, a little bit of boxing, and sometimes kickboxing. I never really thought she could end up being a princess. I had a great time training with her because she's super nice and speaks Spanish with an Argentine accent. Ah, confirmed then. Blanco even offered to train Harry and Harry's wife if they were ever back in Toronto, but Harry was scared that he'd get the shit kicked out of him after losing in a fight in the kitchen at Frogmore Cottage with his brother. Blanco even offered to train them both, but of course we know that would get them nowhere. Harry's wife quit her acting career when things with Harry became senior. What? Do you mean serious? Focusing all her time on life as a working royal. Yeah, right. But a close friend of Prince Philip has claimed the Queen was happy for her to continue her career. In his book, Elizabeth, An Intimate Portrait, Giles Brandreth said the late monarch did everything she could to ensure Harry's wife's happiness. He writes, she did everything she could to make her future granddaughter-in-law feel welcome. She was concerned for her future happiness. At their first meeting, the Queen said to Harry's wife, "Now, you listen to me. I know your type. I've seen straight through you, and if you carry on like this, I'll set Tudor on you. Okay?" But Harry's wife was ready for royal duty, and of course the Queen was delighted by that. She was particularly delighted by the enthusiasm Harry's wife showed for spending inordinate amounts of money without any consequences whatsoever for what that might do to other people. Also, her ability to shout at people, even when they were just trying to do their jobs. She promised the Queen that when it came to the Commonwealth, she might do a bit of work if she could be asked, as long as she was getting paid for the walkabouts. The Queen liked Harry's wife and told lots of people so. Well, absolutely fascinating there. Thank you to the Mirror for bringing up the past and triangulating us with the contents of her CV. Really entertaining and interesting, I'm sure you'll agree. But do other people agree that she has a special skill set? Let's find out quickly below the line. Helt 5.2. The very special skill was acted on the back seat of a car in 90210. Gakia, protecting her Harry, you misspelled meal ticket. Her contract had not been renewed for Suits. She had no other prospects. She was lucky Harry came along when he did. She'll see him as an anchor around her neck before long. You have to see their approval ratings. And her Harry will be back in the UK begging his family to take him back. QVC Nut. Maybe Rachel could get an acting job playing a cartoon princess at Disneyland. Here goes. Harry's wife's very special skill was in getting an arrogant but not too swift prince to the altar in order to grab herself a title, which is all she has going for her. Without her title, she would be just another middle-aged, out-of-work actress looking for a job. Not particularly favourable, and it's unsurprising, as this once again shows the desperation that Harry's wife exhibits to try and tell the world that she's talented and special by continuing to bang on about something that is from, well, depending on how old you think she is, at least 20 years ago or thereabouts. Bringing up the past, quite a lot of it. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.